Excuse me, will you check with me next week to see if the shade is working for me?
If I come back with 2 or 3 of my friends, can I get some of this for free?
No. Don't I get a gift with purchase with this?
I really don't have time to come all the way down to the store. Could you have someone drop it off at my house in the morning? Excuse me? Hello?
Hello? Isn't anyone open? Please? I need my foundation. Somebody's got to be open. I need help. Big day tomorrow. Foundation.
Hey, Bernice. Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
everybody. It's great to be back. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, super to be back. Let's see. I'm going to put this there. Oh, boy. It's pretty big that way. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our What's Trending Tuesday. I'm Sandy Braun, Sales Director with Mary Kay.
Here we go.
And then I have my friend Bernice here joining me. So, Bernice, do you want to give us a quick introduction of yourself before we get started? I know you've been doing a great job while I was away. So, thank you for running everything while I was gone. I had great feedback of what you guys taught, you and Cheryl. I don't know if Cheryl's out there tonight, our buddy Cheryl. So, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you. Yes, we had a lot of fun. Thank you. My name is Bernice Ruhlin, and I am an independent Mary Kay consultant. And I've been building my business for 2 years and 7 months. Almost 3. We're getting close to that 3-year mark, and it has flown. I'm having so much fun, actually, just so much fun. And I live here in the Western New York region, like many of you do. Out here in Western New York by the Orchard Park Bills Stadium. You know, we're known for our chicken wings, beef on weck, and all our great food and such. So having a great time with the different tutorials and kind of getting through our winter right now. And this is a great way to get through winter. It really is.
Is right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. So thank you, Bernice. Bernice is actually, she was one of our VIPs before she became one of our awesome consultants. And thank God you said yes, because I know that you've been able to reach to a lot of people and share the product with them. And I'm so excited to work with you tonight. So thank you for saying yes.
Thank you.
All right.
And so thank you, Sue. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, you provide awesome customer service. I know if any of your customers are on here, I know that they appreciate you. And I appreciate you representing Mary Kay so well. So thank you for your professionalism always, your showing up, your training, your constant learning so that you can share with other people. We appreciate you. So, all right, let's see who's here. Our friends here tonight. We have Sue. Oh, thanks. Sue said you've done a great job while I was away. Tamika is here and Susan Michael's here. So thank you. Oh, hi, Darlene. Everybody's here tonight, our regulars. So, all right. Let me just take this banner off, Bernice, and I'm going to make Bernice big and me small so that, let's trade spots. Okay. All right. She's going to start us out with eyebrows. So we're going to get right into this. So take it away.
All right. So I do my brows every morning, and I will introduce you to 4 tools that you may use already or not. But our first one is our eyebrow and eyeliner, our precision tool for the actual brows, our volumizing tint, which is wonderful, and also our finishing spray. So the first thing I just want to do when it comes to brows is just a quick tip just to remember. You're going to take your precision liner and you're just going to kind of put it to the side of your nose, and then you're going to bring it up to like your iris there, and that's going to kind of give you where your arch is and how far down you want to create a brow. One tip there is don't force the arch. Just kind of look at the natural, how your eyebrows are natural, and don't force an arch if you don't really see one there. Your precision tool here, you're going to just feather. You're going to feather in, and this is great for adding length to it, adding to where maybe you have some bare spots where you're missing some areas. So this is kind of like an additive tool, and you're going to feather. Don't draw. We never want to draw. We want to feather and keep it natural. Your volumizing tint is incredible for then filling and maximizing, but it works with your eyebrows themselves. So your liner is going to be additive, and you can add to what you maybe don't have, and your volumizer is your tint, and it's going to tint the brows. Okay. So the first thing I always do is I always brush my brows every morning with the spoolie side, and very simply, just going to take it and you're just going to just quickly give yourself a little brush there. Okay. Now, if you need a little bit more control with your brows, take your volumizing spray, and actually you can give that spoolie a quick spray if you need to.
Ooh, great tip.
Yeah. And then you can also, I'm just going to do one. And you can also do that, and that'll give you more staying power, especially if you've got brows that maybe are a little unruly. There's a little tip for you. This tool here, though, is invaluable, even if you don't do much with your brows, just to give them a quick brush. Now, I am using the brunette. Okay, so I like to use the brunette. Now, you'll notice,
what? You use brunette?
I do. I use the brunette, and I do have the blonde and the dark blonde, but I do prefer the brunette.
No kidding.
So,
I use dark blonde sometimes. That's interesting.
Yeah. As I got older, what's interesting is my brows are pretty good up front, but they've seemed to have thinned and gotten lighter as you go down. So, you just never know. Oh, and then I just noticed I have a little bit of gray hair showing on the side. Some of my customers take the volumized tint and they'll just do a quick little touch up sometimes on some of those little gray areas. So there's another little quick tip for you. So this is what I do every morning, ladies. Every single morning, I just take my pencil. I'm going to just kind of do it off to the side here. And then I just start with my arch. I always start with the arch. And then I just feather. I'm just going to turn for 1 second. I hope you can see this. But I'm just going to feather it down. Okay. So start with the arch. Work your way down. That's usually the lightest part. So a lot of times you're more fuller up here. So I leave the fullness for last, because if you start with your fullest area, a lot of times you'll end up putting too much on. So start arch, work your way down. And then I just start with the middle. And again, I'm just using some strokes. And then I'm just going to fill it in.
Now, you said, Bernice, you do your brows every day, you said.
Every day, yes. I do my brows every day.
And how long does it take you, just for our gals that are working gals?
Almost no time. It's going to take me longer to demo it because I'm explaining all the products and what I'm doing. In the morning, it's ridiculously quick. I probably can do it like in a minute or two at the most.
Is that because you've been practicing all these?
Do it every day.
Do it
I
every
just
day.
do it every day. I feel good if my brows are done. It's kind of like sometimes when you put a little lipstick on, you just feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then what I do is I just finish here with the volumizer. And with the volumizer, all you're really doing is just adding a little bit more color to your brows. And if you find for any reason that maybe you got it a little dark or anything, or you made a little mistake, just take your little spoolie out. And that will be also your best friend too. And that will also help you. One brow is always going to look a little different than the other brow, so don't be concerned. So I did this brow here, so you can see this one versus this one. So they're not going to be perfect. They're not going to be twins. My whole life I wanted to make my brows exactly the same, and it just doesn't happen. It just isn't. Other tip is when you're taking this out, you can just wipe a little bit off. If you're in a real hurry, one of the things you could do, you could use the brow tint without using the pencil. But I will guarantee you when you start doing this for a few days in a row, it's just going to become second nature like it is for me. And you're gonna kind of miss it if you don't have your brows done. Like I cannot have my brows not done.
Do you feel naked when they're
not? Yeah.
It's like leaving the house without your shirt on, right?
Yeah, it feels weird for me. Yeah.
Those are great. And honestly, I know I always use my brows as a guide. So that's why we started with brows tonight.
Yes. And I think this really is a quick out the door look because again, I'm explaining everything and stopping and showing you everything. In the morning, it's a quick win actually.
I want to know who of our people out there watching, our VIPs, do your brows. Oh, I see another Facebook user says they cannot leave the house without their brows.
Yeah. Once you're used to it, isn't it? It's a good addiction. And then of course, don't forget we can finish everything off with our finishing spray. Fix your hair up a little bit, maybe throw a little lipstick on, just throw on a little blush, and you're ready to go. Mm-hmm. It didn't take me that long, even trying to teach this today. It didn't take long. So again, don't force an arch. If you don't have the natural arch, don't force it. And another tip for you too, sometimes we get those long hairs, sometimes a real long one. And I know we want to pluck it. I would recommend don't pluck it because you might leave a little hole there where you took the eyebrow out.
Oh.
But we got you covered. If you do that, you can just then use your pencil and you'll fill that little area in. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So you recommend using both every day, Bernice?
I use both. I start with with the spoolie. It takes 2 seconds to quickly brush them out. Takes maybe, once you get used to using your pencil, 30 seconds to use this. And another, another quick 30 seconds just to finish it. This is nice finisher because this is like a hairspray too for your eyebrows. It keeps them in place and mine don't move all day long. They're in place. They're ready to go. And again, just remember, you're just going to make light, real light, real light, real light. Don't do this. Don't do that.
Oh, good tip. Very good tip. Yes. Awesome. Okay, let's see your brows again. Done. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I can't believe you use brunette. That's so amazing too.
A light touch. Or sometimes I use dark blonde.
All right. And could everybody... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, just a light touch. If you do a heavy hand, if you're heavy-handed, then it would be too dark for me.
Okay. Thank you, Bernice. And I just want to bring attention to your beautiful office. Does everybody see all of her rewards hanging behind her? Since she came to Mary Kay, she's been in the top of my unit of over 200 consultants. So she is very humble and didn't mention that, but I need to mention it because she is a rock star. So thank you so much, Bernice. All right. And she's got a brand new office that her hubby designed for her.
Yes.
Okay. So let me just check my lighting here because it's not very bright. I don't like to get too bright, but okay. Your lighting always looks fabulous. Let's see. You guys, I've been doing online since 2020. You think I would have the hang of this by now? Let me just see. Oh, that's green. I got all kinds of lights going. It's like a disco in here.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Okay, I think this one's good. All right, so I just need you guys to see. I'm going to now do, so say you're at work all day and you want to turn your day look into a night look, right? So you're going out, you're going right from work to a party, right? Let me just try this other color again. I don't know what to do here. Okay, as long as you guys can see, let me know if you can't see. So I'm going from a day look to a nighttime look. So we're going from work to party. So I always take a little bit more. You can use a powder eyeshadow, but I love our cream, and I kind of just stick that right in the corners here. So you'll see, like, if you want to get a little bit more emphasis, I'm using a lighter one. So for every day, I use our Pink Starlight. But to go from a day to a night, I want to have a little bit more drama between that and my other cream. Now, a little bit of that goes a long way, you guys, so you might want to take your brush after and just kind of make sure that it's blended. Remember, blending is your friend. So
Now, what brush are you using, Sandy?
that's our cream brush.
Our cream. Oh, that's a very versatile brush.
Yeah, I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm going to take my little palette. Now, if you are a glamour girl, you're going to want to get the Pro palette with every single color in the line. So I'm going to actually add now to my daytime look a little bit of our onyx. Now, I don't usually use onyx on a regular basis unless I'm going to like a party or a wedding or something like that. So it's a black color. It's pretty black. So I'm just going to take this brush, which is our, what is this one called? Oh, the smudger brush. And I just like it because the bristles are really tight. So I'm just going to dip into the black. You don't need a whole lot. And then we're just going to go from the corner here to here. Make a little V, right? And we're also going to show you how to do fake lashes in a second here. So there. You're just going to make it a little smoky, and then you need this other brush. So if you guys don't have all these brushes, put them on your wish list and add to your collection. This is our brush that is a blending brush. So we're just going to take that and go in circles towards the middle there. Now, if you wanted to make your shadow a little bit darker, you can go underneath with that smudger brush. The smudger brush. I'm only going to do one eye so you can see the difference between a day and a night look. So just a really fast, simple thing to do to your daytime makeup, you guys. Just taking a little onyx and a little bit of either crystalline you can use, or if you want to use the cream. So put that on your little wish list. And of course, you need this little blending brush. It's like magic. All right. So now the key thing is we're going to start with, I'm going to talk about mascaras for a second. Oh, and if you want to, you can put a little bit more of the, your cream. I'm going to use, Biscotti and just push that under now my fabulously done brows, thanks to Bernice. So I'm going to emphasize them a little bit more by putting that right underneath my brow. Okay. Now, if you haven't tried our mascaras yet, boy, are you missing the boat. And you need more than just one. You need one of every one. So let me tell you about them. I'll start with my least favorite to my favorite. So waterproof. Ugh. I am not a fan of waterproof because all of these are water resistant. So I don't really need waterproof unless I'm going swimming, which I don't do. So unless you're swimming in a pool every day, maybe you do that for, I don't know, workout in the morning, but I don't assume you'd be putting your makeup on. But even going to the beach, you guys, I just got back from the Bahamas and going into salt water. And I always wear the other mascaras, and they didn't move on me at all. So I got to tell you, our mascaras are fabulous. They're not going to run down your face and you get that dark black Ozzy Osbourne, or who's that? Cooper. Who's that Cooper guy? The rock star Cooper. Oh my gosh, you won't get that. Okay. So, if you like someone who might need waterproof is if you have maybe dry eye and your eyes water a lot, you might want waterproof, or I don't know, maybe you get really sweaty around here. You might need waterproof. If your eyes tear a lot, you might need it. If you have a special occasion, maybe a wedding or I don't know, a funeral, that's not really a special occasion. It's a sad occasion. But if you know you're going to be crying, you may want this. But I do have to tell you, I've cried with these on. I never wear waterproof. It's just not my favorite. I feel like it's too hard. I don't know. But I do have clients that can't live without their waterproof. But what I will tell you is if you want, because this is going to give you long, skinny lashes, but if you want to add a little volume, you could use Voluform and then put waterproof over the top. Don't know if you've ever thought about that. But if you've seen our amazing makeup artist, Lori Hogue, she recommends 2 eyeshadows all the time, like all the time. So I don't know. I don't do that every day. I can't say I do. She also recommends 4 coats of mascara. So I left in a hurry this morning and I maybe have 2. So I did do volume. This is our Voluminous. This is called Ultimate. It comes in black, brown, or black. You can use black brown to give you like a fuller look and then use black on top of it. That's called minking. It means that you thicken them and lengthen them. So brown is more volumizing. If you have blonde eyelashes, you want to use the brown first. Use black brown first because your lashes are like kind of not there. And if you start with black and you don't really get in there too good, you're just going to have black tips. So those of you with really light lashes, I highly recommend Black Brown Ultimate Mascara and then the black on top of that. So I did start with this already, so I'm not going to do this one, but it's kind of shaped like a little bullet, I say. And this is actually on a applicator that looks like a spoolie. So if you were to see the brushes, it looks like this, like a spoolie, okay? The rest I'm going to talk about have a different wand. So your mascara is all about the wand. That's the important thing. So now the next thing we're going to do is tell you about, we have Lash Love and Lash Love Lengthening. Okay, those are on kind of like a rubbery tip. So they're very bendable, so you can bend it. But this one is our Lash Love Lengthening, and it's got a curl. Okay, I don't use this one very often. This is like my second least favorite. If I had to pick, I'll tell you what my favorites are, but this is like my least favorite. But a lot of people like this because it's got the curved wand. So if you like a curved wand, you're going to like that. If you like to just do your lashes and not really play around with it a lot. So that's going to give you a long, thin lash. Then we have the Lash Love, which is similar to the Lash Love Lengthening, except this one is on a straight wand. Okay, so that's Sandy's 543. Now I'm down to my top 3. So my top 3 is Fanorama. Okay, I love this. It ties with my Ultimate. Like they're in a tie. So my favorite is Lash Love Length, or what is this? This one is called, what's this one called, Bernice? Lash Intensity.
Yes.
Lash Intensity. That's my ultimate favorite, but it takes patience with that one. So let me tell you how I decide which mascara I'm going to use. If I'm in a hurry, I use Ultimate because it goes on thick and lengthens. It's good. It gives you volume. I love it. Do 2 coats and I'm gone. But if I want my lashes to look really super long and get into every single little crevice, then I use the Lash. This is Lash Fanorama. And the thing that's different about this mascara is the tip. So the tip of this has little prongs on it. So it has brushes all over the place. So you can get in there and get every single little lash. This pulls every lash out. It's going to make it stop hiding. So it finds every single one. The key when you're doing your mascara, you guys, is to get in those corners over there. So before you finish your mascara, like really come to this outer corner and work your wand in there. Because we want it to be longer here, right? And thicker. So do your coats and then end over here. That's my ultimate fave. Now that's also on a rubber tip, so it's flexible. Now this one is Lash Intensity. And I said this takes patience. Why did I say that? Because this one has, it's more like a spoolie, but it has a short end and a long end. So you're working both ends of it. So you're getting in there, but you can, well, I don't know if you can see it as much on camera, but I can see it already. I just love this. It's a great buildable mascara because it builds and it's going to give you a lot of depth. So if you love those big fluttery lashes, you're going to want to have Lash Intensity. And like I said, you can mix and match them. You just got to go in there and do a couple of coats and Bernice, I know you were watching Lori Hogue the other day, and I couldn't remember what she compared it to when she said when you do 2 coats, it's like you're making something but don't finish it. What was it? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but yeah, she's like against just 2 coats. Yeah, I don't remember what she said. She had something catchy.
Yeah, it's like you're making something and you forget some ingredients or something. It gets all clumpy if you're only halfway through. So another thing you might want to do, which I probably should have done this first, is if you're turning your day look into a night look, is you want to thicken up your eyeliner. So not the whole thing. I kind of just do the outer edges here. And right now I'm using our gel eyeliner. We haven't talked about this in a while. So this is the gel eyeliner. It comes with like this little pen. And once it dries, it'll be waterproof. And you guys, this stuff is totally waterproof. Like I had it on the back of my hand and I actually needed to use our cleanser a lot of times to get it off. So in fact, I think I might have even had to use the eye makeup remover. So if you don't have eye makeup remover, that's another something that you want to add to your wish list, because I don't know how you put this all on your eyes and not have eye makeup remover. So this is just something else that will give you a little bit more depth. So we took the onyx and put it underneath, and then this one on top. So now I know a lot of you want to know about false eyelashes. So I need to start getting them ready to put on, and then we'll be wrapping up this session. But if you have any questions, put it in the chat. I'm going to ask Bernice to kind of monitor any questions while I'm getting my lashes ready. So I want to show you a couple different kinds of lashes and how you pick what you're going to use. I will tell you that practicing is your friend. Like the more you practice, the better you get at it. The more you look at lashes, the more you're going to know what you like best. So there's a couple different things. I have tons and tons of lashes. So there's 2 kinds of lashes. There's your strip lashes, and then there are your little individual pieces. So these are, say you love the way your mascara looks, but you just want to add a couple little pieces. They come kind of individual like this, and they usually have a short length, a medium length, and a long length. And there's just 3 little pieces opposed to the whole strip. Okay, so if you want to add just a little bit of flair, you use the same kind of glue I'm going to show you. You just kind of pick where you're going to place them in your lashes. So some people like that because they don't like all the high drama, but you want to open up your eye a little bit. Like it, and I can just see my eye right now, how much bigger it looks, just doing that one eye with my eyeliner and some of that darker color. So tonight I'm not going to do pieces. I'm going to do a strip lash. And I'll tell you the key to the strip lash is your glue. I've tried all different kinds of glues. So we have Kiss, which is actually my favorite. Ardell also has a clear. Ardell also has, this one's Duo. So there's a Duo brand, Ardell, and Kiss. All right. There's a white glue, a black glue, and a clear glue. How do you pick? It's just a preference. Okay. I personally like the black glue because it goes on black and it dries black. The white, it goes on white, but it eventually dries clear. And then the clear, I can't really see where I put it. So that's my reason for having the white and the black. So let me show you different kinds of lashes that I have here. So you're going to find there's like a fox mink. You guys, you don't really need to have mink. Mink eyelashes are a little bit more expensive, but for what you're using these for, and they are reusable. Yes, you can reuse them. Not a whole lot because they start to get all that glue on it. But you can buy, if you like them a lot and you want to practice a lot, you can get a 4-pack of them. So these ones are called Little Black Dress. This is the Kiss brand. There's also Ardell, which these are the Mink brand. There is also, I'm going to show you my very favorite lash is called, where did I put it? And if you're trying them out, I highly recommend this. They're called Wispies. So the actual, I can't find them now. I have like 20 boxes of lashes here. And of course I can't find them. So Wispies, I think these might be they're called Demi Wispies. So write that down just so that you know what you're looking for. The other thing when you're picking your lashes is I'm going to show you the lash band. So the band, you kind of want it to be thin. So look at this lash band. Okay, see how thin the band is? Okay, so I'm going to go with those today because I don't like a really thick band. But this brand is called Flirty. And I'm going to show you why. Well, I can't get it out of the box here. But you can see the band on there is really thick. So you're looking at the band. If you want it to look like you have really thick liner on, get a pair that has a really thick band. Okay. I like mine to just be a little bit more natural. So I have a thin band. So now clearly these come in one size, right? Well, not everybody's eyes are that size. So you need to kind of put that on your lash and see if it fits. Okay. Now look, I don't know about you, but I just like the way the difference, that was literally 2 seconds, right? So it's so much easier to me than mascara. So if you can get yourself used to these, I will tell you what, practice makes perfect. And I'll tell you, I know this because when I had shoulder surgery, I had a rotator cuff surgery, and it was on my dominant arm, and I couldn't do mascara to save my soul with my left hand. Would you believe I learned how to put eyelashes on with one hand? I'm not kidding you. So when you have to learn, you can do it. Now, if you say you needed to cut these, you guys, if it was too long, you're going to cut it from the long end. Okay. And a lot of times I actually, if you want to look close at it, you can see there is a little piece of the band sticking out. So if you get that in your eye, that's going to hurt. So I usually trim the ends of the lashes, like just on these little end pieces. So for me, the band usually fits the length of what I'm going to do. So then I'm just going to take my Ardell glue, and you're going to do the strip. Don't be afraid to load it up with glue. The whole idea and the trick to getting your lash to stick without it slipping all over your eyes is you let it dry. So a lot of people try to put it on like they put the glue on, and then I'm using the white so that you can see how much I have on here and how it's a mess, but it does dry. It dries too clear, so you can't see it. But I will tell you that the key is to let it dry. So put that on there, and we're going to give it a minute. Then you can blow on it. But I usually will put the glue on, let them sit in the little thing. So what I do in Mary Kay, we have these cute little trays. So if you're a beauty consultant, you know what I'm talking about. We have these cute little trays. So I sit it on there so it will dry. Some other tools you might want to have when you're doing this is you might want to have, a lot of the packages will come with this little tool. So it has kind of like a little thing where you can push it on. I like that. And then it has this where you can grab them to move them. You need to have a little pair of scissors. I also use a toothpick sometimes just to get the glue a little bit thinner. Sometimes I'll put the glue on with a toothpick. But I've come to find, since I know how to let it dry now, that I don't really need to use the toothpick. I'd rather have more glue. So what I find a lot of people make the mistake of doing, and it hurts, is when it gets right in here in the tear duct and you have that little piece poking you. So if it's poking, that means you need to take it off and cut off that little end that I told you about. You don't want to come all the way in here. You want to start like right where your natural lashes are. So if you're watching, I want you to just grab a mirror and see where your lashes actually start there. Oops, I got a little bit of mascara on me. Okay. So and you want them to come right to the end. We don't want them to curve down because we're going to kind of look sad like a little Holly Hobbie doll. We don't want to do that. We want them to come up a little bit at the end. Another tip about your mascara, if you noticed I had it on my eye, it just took a quick little wipe of my finger, or usually I use a Q-tip to wipe any excess off. But you guys, if you get your mascara on there, all you have to do is let it dry. So inevitably, does this happen to you, Bernice? You put your mascara on and then you have to sneeze?
Of course. Yeah. And I never thought, how many years am I right now? It's wet and you're like, oh my God, I got to take it off. And then you smudge it. I never thought to let it dry.
Yeah.
It's like the simplest thing. Let it dry and then, take it off. Yeah.
That's what everybody does. They're like, oh my God, I gotta get that off.
We panic.
You leave it on, let it dry. That's because it's meant to be on hair and not on your skin. So it'll just come off really easy. So if you do that, that's like the biggest tip ever for mascara. Let it dry. I get it like on the bridge of my nose a lot, just because I'm kind of sloppy with it. So just remember to rinse it off, though. Mary Kay always told us to do a checkup from the neck up before you get out of your car, where before you go on live, like just get in the mirror and take a look from your checkup from the neck up. And then that's how I remember that I forgot to get the mascara off of my face. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how fast this is, you guys. Once you get that glue to dry, and I promise you that you don't, if you just keep practicing, you'll get better at it, okay? So you're going to take the middle and kind of line it up with the middle of your eye, and then you're just putting it like really right on top of your lash line. And then I can't really see what I'm doing because I don't have a mirror. I was actually doing it before, even without a mirror. I could just feel it. So, you know, they say when you lose one sense, another sense picks up a lot better, right?
So true.
Yes. So now that's actually on top of my mascara. So I already had mascara on. So now you can take this little tool and just kind of push it down. Now, if you have a piece that's like sticking up, don't try to put the glue on your eye. You have to take it off and start over, unfortunately. Okay, now the other thing is you could get it on there and it could be like straight. You don't want it to be like that either. So we kind of want to push them once it starts to dry, kind of push them back a little bit. So they're really not hard to do. They're a lot of fun. To me, they're a lot easier than mascara. They're a lot faster. Then you can take a little bit of your mascara and merge them together. So the reason you would put mascara on top of this is because if you kind of, your lashes are kind of showing, then you want to merge them by just using any of our mascaras and just kind of merge your lashes to those lashes. And that's it. Voila. It's so fast, right? These are like so
and Sue
fun.
was asking that question, actually, do you put mascara on the actual eyelashes?
Oh, yes, you do. You can. Like, you can't get as many uses out of them when you do that, but I do that. When I wear them, I do put my mascara because I want to merge them together. I don't want someone looking at a side profile of me and see my lashes and a skip mark and then the fake lashes. So I always merge them together so they stick together. So, but they're super, super, super easy.
Yeah, I like how you combine the two. So mascara plus the false eyelashes to add to it, and then another coat of mascara to bring it all together.
Yes. Then if you really want to give yourself some drama, then you're going to take that that cream, that gel eyeliner again, and then you can put a little bit of that over the top. So if you noticed, a lot of people will ask me, do you put them on top of your mascara or your eyeliner, or do you do eyeliner after? You can do either or. Today, I'm going to put it on top of also. So I did have eyeliner on when I started, and the glue does stick to the eyeliner. So that's what I usually do, but you can decide. Again, it's just personal preference. So we always give our consultants a challenge. So I'm going to challenge all of you guys to get yourself some false lashes and start playing around. Have a little party at your house. Say, hey, call your girlfriend. Say, hey, we're going to do a little, any of you that are interested in learning how to do false lashes, like pick yourself up a pair. You can go, like I said, you got to try a couple different ones to see what you like. If you're looking for more drama, you get the thicker band and the thicker lashes like these, or you might just want to stick with your wispies. And then I save my lashes are so long they're hitting my glasses. That's a problem, right, Bernice?
That's pretty good. You got your night look on.
Right? Now I know, and now I gotta go to bed. Now what? I'm gonna have to take it all off now. But I do love doing false lashes. So they're just a lot of fun. Something different. But we do have amazing mascara, you guys. So get yourself one of each so you can kind of play with them, add them to your routine every day. Try something different and see how it goes. You really don't know until you try them. So, all right, Bernice, do you have any other tips that you want to share with us tonight?
Well, I thought it was interesting you were talking about the brown mascara, brown black, and when you might use it, because I always wondered why anybody wanted brown mascara, quite honestly. And now I know.
Right? I thought that too. I'm like, why do you want brown? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you want to have brown, especially like blonde. Like now you have blonde hair. How are your lashes? Are they black?
What are they? I think what are they? They're light brown.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can't be too blonde because you definitely when if you're a blonde lash girl out there, like you put your mascara on and it looks like you started in the middle. So
Oh yeah, yeah. But I do like that tip. And again, I just wanted to bring out my eye makeup remover. This, when we upgraded our eye makeup remover, I was like, why? It's so wonderful already. And it's even more incredible than it was before. It'll melt off the those gel eyeliners you've been using and such. This will melt it right off. I mean, it literally melts it off. There's no tugging. There's no pulling on the eyes. No damage. I just had to give this a shout out.
yes.
You're using those gel eyeliners.
I don't know how anyone lives without that eye makeup remover, honestly. Like,
everything. Lipstick. I take my lipstick off with it. Yeah, absolutely. It just melts it off.
It's my favorite. All right, girls. Well, thank you for tuning in. Now, let's see. Bernice took us through the first couple weeks. We've kind of broken down our face into glamour. Next week, we do lips and finishers. So that'll be all the finishing steps. And then after that, in February, we're going to get into skincare and supplements and taking care of our skin for the winter.
Awesome. So we're going to all be ready for the summer.
Right. I know. I'm ready now. So. All right, girls. Well, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, ask your beauty consultant. But we're going to be getting back to the old filling out a survey after our events, but that'll start in February because I haven't done a Kate Spade drawing in a long time.
Ooh, how exciting.
So I'm going to go shopping and find a fun Kate Spade for all of you that tune in. We're so grateful to you all for tuning in every week. So thank you for being here. Share some tips with your girlfriends. Invite them to the group so they can come on and have some fun with us. And good night to you all. And we'll see you next week.